الحمد لله رب العالمين. الحمد لله الذي علي الذات عظيم الصفات سمي السمات كبير الشان جليل الذكر كبير المتعال. ونشهد أن لا إله إلا الله وحده لا شريك له، ونشهد أن محمدًا عبده ورسوله وصفيه وخليله. أما بعد، فأعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. يوم لا ينفع مال ولا بنون إلا من أتى الله بقلب سليم. وقال الله تعالى في موضع آخر: من خشي الرحمن بالغيب وجاء بقلب منيب ادخلوها بسلام ذلك يوم الخلود لهم ما يشاءون فيها ولدينا مزيد. وعن أنس رضي الله تعالى عنه قال: كان أول ما أوصاني به حبيبي رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم أن قال: يا بني إن استطعت أن تصبح وتمسي وليس في قلبك غش لأحد فإنه أحون عليك في الحساب. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Due to the scarcity of time, here I cannot perform the rituals of the stage, and I'll directly come to my topic. The ayah that I recited before you is from Surah Shu'ara, where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala says, يَوْمَ لَا يَنْفَعُ مَالٌ وَلَا بَنُونَ, the day when neither wealth nor children will benefit. إِلَّا مَنْ أَتَى اللَّهُ بِقَلْبٍ سَلِيمٍ, except him who comes to Allah with a sound heart. This is the ayah from Surah Shu'ara. Allah clearly says here that there will be the day of judgment when neither wealth nor your children will help you. Nothing will help you there except one thing, that is Qalbun Saleem. What is that Qalb Saleem? That is called sound heart, a heart which is purified from all ill will, a heart which is purified from grudge, a heart which is purified from all negative feelings and thoughts. That is called Qalb Saleem. And there is a procedure to keep this heart a sound heart. What is that? The second ayah that I recited, Man khashiya ar-Rahmanu bil-ghayb wa jaa'a bi-qalbin munib, those who feared Allah in secret and come to Him with qalbin munib, with a heart which is devoted to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, with a contrite heart which comes again and again to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Thus it means whatever deeds you perform, either salah, either your fasts, either your charity, they all avail nothing and nothing unless and until you have Qalb Saleem, you have a sound heart. That is why I've read hadith which is narrated by Hazrat Anas radiyallahu anhu. And he was adopted by Prophet, peace be upon him, when he was 10 years old. And he says that كان أول ما أوصاني به رسول الله صلى الله عليه وسلم قال, certain teachings and advices that I received from Prophet, they were the first advices that I received from Prophet. And among them was, what was the first? Ya bunayya in istata'ta an tusbiha wa tumsi wa laysa fi qalbika ghish. If you can, you should spend your morning, you should spend your evening. Wa laysa fi qalbika ghish. Your heart should not be corrupted there should be no ill will in your heart. There should be no grudge in your heart. There should be no hate in your heart for anyone. Means the moment you sleep, at that time you have to ponder with yourself, you have to muse that, do I harbor grudge for anyone in my heart, for anybody? This is the first condition to have a sound heart, to have a Qalb Saleem. Then Prophet, peace be upon him, told him, فَإِنَّهُ أَحْوَنُ عَلَيْكَ فِي الْحِسَابِ. That will make your accountability before Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala in the hereafter very, very easier. That is why it was among the prayers of Prophet, peace be upon him, Allahumma hasibni hisaban yasira. Oh Allah, make my accountability very, very easy the day of judgment. So it means that you can never achieve the heightness of spirituality if you have to achieve the proximity with Allah and His Prophet, peace be upon him. There is the only solution. You have to take care of your heart. You have to control yourself. That is why our Kashmiri Mirwais, Hazrat Sheikh Nuruddin Nurani says, Nafsi morustwai, khatit rudum gate, atiye ham tikyai, kar talwai has hate. The self which engulfed the heart with its impurities, it has destroyed me, it has killed me, it has reached me to the hellfire. My reward is nothing but hellfire. And there is a beautiful hadith of Prophet, peace be upon him. And certain scholars says, if you want to have a shortcut to heaven, to paradise, you should adapt these things. And Prophet, peace be upon him, has also spoken about it, the reward which these things have. Prophet, peace be upon him, says, ثَلَاثٌ مَنْ كُنَّ فِيهِ حَاسَبَهُ اللَّهُ حِسَابًا يَسِيرًا. If anybody have these three things, if anybody can acquire these three things, حَاسَبَهُ اللَّهُ حِسَابًا يَسِيرًا, Allah will make His accountability very, very easier for that person. What are those three things? Those are very essential. But in order to adapt those three things, what you have to do, you have to rip yourself apart. You really have to kill your own self, your nafs. What are these three things? Prophet, peace be upon him, said the second reward. First reward is Hasabahullahu hisaban yasira. Allah will make His accountability very, very easy. Number two, wa adkhalahul jannata bi rahmatihi. Allah will lead him to paradise with His blessings. What are those? Tuti man haramak. Give to that person who will deprive you. He has deprived you, but you shouldn't deprive him. You have to give him. You have to be charitable. You have to be open-hearted. This is number one. وَتَعْفُوا عَمَّنْ ظَلَمَكَ. That person who has wronged you, you should forgive him. But what we do, if a person has done wrong to us, we harbor grudge for him. We harbor ill will for him forever. Only 2 minutes it will take now. We harbor ill will for him forever. We need to condescend ourselves to greet that person. But Prophet said that this is the, ulama say, this is the shortcut to paradise. And shortcuts are, believe me, never easier. Shortcuts are all the time and always difficult. You get bruises there, you get wounds, because you have to reach to the destination through the shortcut. The third thing Prophet said, وَتَصِلُ عَمَّنْ قَطَعَكَ. You should reconcile with that person who has cut off his relationship with you. Means your own relation. He is hell-bent to cut off himself from you. But it should be you who should condescend, who should be softer in heart and come to him and greet him with Assalamu alaikum. Believe me, brothers and sisters, this is not easier. You really have to cut and rip yourself, your soul, yourself apart with all. When you adopt such kind of attitude, when you adopt such virtues and such characters. That is why when we talk about awliya, only 2 minutes and after that I will conclude my speech. When we talk about awliya, you know, we talk about wali, tasawwuf, spirituality, and you feel that spirituality is something else, giving certain sweets to a person and blows to a person because he's having some problems, and giving wazaif and all such kind of things. These are the byproducts. The real tasawwuf, the real spirituality is to mend your heart. That is what those who will enter paradise without any accountability, la khawfun alayhim wa la hum yahzanun. Neither they have any kind of fear, nor they will be sad on that day. They have certain qualities. What kind of qualities they have? Tahabu fi jalalillah. They love each other for the sake of Allah. وَتَسَافُوا فِي. When they have rivalry against anyone, that is just because of Allah. وَتَزَاوَرُوا فِي. When they visit anybody, they visit for the sake of Allah. وَتَبَاذَلُوا فِي. When they spend for the sake of Allah. That is why it's not really easy to become Sufi. That's why we call Sufi. It is all that. That's why Muhsin Insaniyat, that who is benefactor, that who is Rahmatan lil Alameen. The first of all, you have to clear your heart. That is what the plight of ulama these days. They all the time are hell-bent to think about and talk about the controversial issues. I will conclude the speech because of the scarcity of time with a quadrant of Maulana Rumi. Dil badast awar ke hajj akbarast, az hazara kaaba yakdil behtarast, kaaba khalile, kaaba ta'amire khalile azarast, dil guzargahe jalile akbarast. If you are able to hold your heart, if you are able to control your heart, as if you have performed Hajj Akbar, this is the greatest of the deeds. Why? Kaaba baniga hai, Kaaba bunyade, Kaaba ta'mir Khalil Azarast. Kaaba is a building made by Khalil, Hazrat Ibrahim. Dil guzarga hai Jalil Akbarast. Dil is a building whose creator is Hazrat Jalil, Hazrat Allah Jalla Jalaluhu. That's all from me. Wa alaikum assalam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.